Hello children, now let us begin our second lecture, that is classification of organic compounds. So in my this YouTube videos which is uploaded in my YouTube channel, you will be finding a series of lectures. Basically this GOC, that is General Organic Compounds, it is not any chapter based or prescribed in any curriculum. It is actually a part of chapter which will clear all your basic concepts. So in order to understand each and every concepts of organic chemistry, I would request you to please go through each of the videos, go through your books, revise, learn, write, and without any copy pen work, without any writing structures in your copy, you will not be able to be confident or gain confidence in organic chemistry. So instead of getting confused, better you watch all the videos turn by turn systematically and go through each and every topic and cross check from each and every topic given in your book. Clear? Now let us begin. As you can see in the screen, heading is there, classification of organic compounds. So the simplest organic compounds containing only carbon and hydrogen are hydrocarbons. So organic compounds are basically divided into two categories depending upon the nature of their carbon skeleton. Carbon skeleton means carbon chain or carbon structure. These are open chain or acyclic, closed chain or ring or cyclic compounds. So acyclic or open chain compounds are those compounds containing open chain of carbon atoms in their molecules. They may be either straight chain or branch chain. Clear? So this is the bond line notation given. This is the bond line notation given of a straight chain, and here you can see a small branch, okay, of a branch. Open chain compounds are also called as aliphatic compounds. Since the earlier compounds of this class were obtained either from animal or vegetable fats. Means aliphatose is a Greek word which means fat. Fat, aliphat. Okay, oily fat means vegetable fats or animal fats. Clear? Now closed chain or ring or cyclic compounds. These compounds contain one or more closed chain or ring of atoms in their molecule. So depending upon the constitution of the ring, okay, they are further divided into following two categories: alicyclic, aromatic. Alicyclic are those compounds which resemble most of their properties with aliphatic compounds. Aliphatic compounds. But they are cyclic in nature. Clear? And aromatic compounds are a special type of cyclic unsaturated compounds because they have a pleasant smell. They follow Huckel rule, which we'll study later in our video. So basically, alicyclic, aromatic. Alicyclic are also cyclic, which are further divided into homocyclic containing only one element, that is carbon. Heterocyclic contains one different element apart from carbon and hydrogen. Similarly, in aromatic you have homoaromatic, this is benzene, and then you have aromatic where you have this nitrogen element attached with the benzene ring. Means these are the cyclic compounds containing one or more heteroatoms. Means heteroatoms are what? Atoms other than carbon and hydrogen are known as heteroatoms. So if they are attached in a ring, then they are known as heterocyclic. If it is an aromatic compound, then heterocyclic aromatic compound. If it is an alicyclic or non-aromatic compound, then it becomes heterocyclic compounds. Clear? So this classification of organic compound is clear. Open chain, closed chain, straight, branch, alicyclic, aromatic, homoaromatic, heteroaromatic, homocyclic, and heterocyclic. Then the classification of organic compounds based on your functional groups. So basically, what is functional group? Means, like, see, as you have studied that hydrocarbons are the parent organic compounds. Means all compounds are considered to derive from replacing one or more hydrogen atom by some other more reactive group. So functional group is defined as an atom or group of atoms present in a molecule which largely determine its chemical properties. Like, see, also you can understand it in a broader way, like if I tell you it in Hindi, functional group means कार्बन हाइड्रोजन और सिंगल बॉन्ड के अलावा, ये एक ट्रिक है समझने की, समझिएगा ध्यान से इसको, कार्बन हाइड्रोजन और सिंगल बॉन्ड के अलावा आपको जो भी दिखे एक हाइड्रोकार्बन या एक ऑर्गेनिक मॉलिक्यूल में, वो आपका फंक्शनल ग्रुप है ना. तो फंक्शनल ग्रुप हैज इट्स ओन representation. So like here you can see this CH4, one H is removed, it becomes CH3. Then if an OH is added, it becomes an alcohol. Similarly, you have an acid, one group is added, property is getting changed. Similarly, one more group is added, then the property gets changed. So the chemical property of any organic compound are the properties of its functional group. Means जिनके पास सेम फंक्शनल ग्रुप होंगे उनकी सिमिलर प्रॉपर्टीज या केमिकल रिएक्शंस होंगी, है ना. और जिनमें अलग अलग फंक्शनल ग्रुप्स होंगे उनमें अलग अलग केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज और केमिकल रिएक्शंस करेंगे वो. तो किसी भी ऑर्गेनिक मॉलिक्यूल में दो पार्ट होते हैं. एक तो होता है कार्बन चेन, ये कार्बन चेन, ये कार्बन चेन, और दूसरा होता है उसका एक ग्रुप जिसे हम कहते हैं फंक्शनल ग्रुप. फर्स्ट पार्ट इज कार्बन चेन, सेकेंड पार्ट इज फंक्शनल ग्रुप. सो देर आर many functional groups. So some common functional group present in various organic compounds. We'll discuss it in this video. This is your alkene, double bond, alkyne, triple bond, alkyl halide, or you can say halogen or halogen derivatives. Then you have alcohol. It is also known as hydroxy. Then you have thioalcohol. It is also known as thiol or sulfhydryl. Then you have phenol. This AR represents aromatic group. Clear? Aromatic group. Then you have ROR as ether. Then you have aldehydes. Aldehydes are also known as formyl. Then you have ketone. Ketones or ketonic functional group, which is also known as oxo group. Then you have carboxylic acid, carboxyl group. Then you have ester. Then is acid halide, acid amide, which are also known as functional group amide. Then you have amines or amino group. Then you have cyanides, nitriles, isocyanides, isonitriles, nitro group, nitrite group, and acid anhydride, which are also known as anhydrides. So these are the common functional groups present in various organic compounds, and they are basically this R group is your homologous series group. R group represents carbon chain. R group represents the carbon chain or aromatic. It can be aromatic, it can be aliphatic. Okay, especially AR is written for aromatic carbon chain, and simple R or this normal R which you can see here is written for aliphatic carbon chain. Now see, these are the types of carbon chains. This is a straight chain. Now see, if this molecule, if this CH3 is attached here, it doesn't mean it's a branch. Branch kabhi bhi कॉर्नर्स के कार्बन पे नहीं लगेगी, ब्रांच या तो बीच में लगेगी, बीच के जितने भी कार्बन्स होंगे उनमें ब्रांच लगेगी, ब्रांच कभी भी कॉर्नर के कार्बन्स में नहीं लगेगी। तो ये क्या है, पूरा एक सीरीज है, सॉरी, ये पूरी एक सीरीज है कार्बन की, पूरी सीरीज है। अगर इसी सीरीज या स्ट्रेट चेन कार्बन में यहां सेकेंड, थर्ड, फोर्थ कार्बन पे अगर मैं एक और कार्बन की चेन ड्रॉ कर दूं तो वो ब्रांच हो जाएगी, ठीक है। पर ये पूरी एक सीरीज, दिस इज अ बॉन्ड लाइन नोटेशन ऑफ प्रोपेन, 3 कार्बन, ओके। This is pentane, this is normal pentane, this is a straight chain pentane. So N is represented for normal pentane. Okay. Now branching, how branching takes place? See, this is a straight chain, from middle one branch is taken out. So if in middle the branch is taken out, then it is isopentane. Okay. One more trick to remember isopentane is, iso means if you have 2 carbons, okay, आपका जो सेकेंड कार्बन है उस पर ब्रांच लगा दीजिए, ठीक है। या जो एक कार्बन ऐसा जो 2 कार्बन से जुड़ा है उस पर अगर ब्रांच लगा है तो वो आपका आइसो कहलाएगा। और उसके बाद आप सारे नंबर ऑफ कार्बन्स को काउंट कर लीजिए तो इट विल बिकम योर आइसोपेंटेन। दिस नॉमेनक्लेचर इट शुड बी आइसोप्रोपेन एक्चुअली, ओके, इट शुड बी ब्यूटेन, isobutane. So iso means in the second carbon, okay, if in any second carbon any branch is there, okay, second carbon पे अगर branching है तो वो iso group है, ठीक है। या फिर या दोनों तरफ अगर लास्ट में एक एक कार्बन है, दैट मीन्स बीच के कार्बन पे अगर ब्रांचिंग है तो वो आइसो ग्रुप है। दूसरा एक और फॉर्म आइसो को पहचानने का क्या है, उल्टा टी फॉर्म को हम क्या बोलते हैं, आइसो फॉर्म। क्लियर है। नेक्स्ट इज नियो, ओके, दिस इज नियो हेप्टेन। 7 are there, okay, all the 7 carbons should be counted. So what is the trick? In the second, or if you leave the last 2 and attach the methyl group in the second carbon, then it becomes neoheptane. मतलब 2 लास्ट में 2 मिथाइल ग्रुप आप जोड़ दीजिए, मतलब या तो आप सेकेंड कार्बन पे अटैच कर दीजिए 2 ग्रुप, या फिर आप लास्ट के कार्बन सब छोड़ दीजिए और कोई भी एक कार्बन पकड़ के ऊपर और नीचे 2 ग्रुप्स आप अटैच कर दीजिए। मीन्स आप एक क्रॉस फॉर्म में अगर किसी भी मॉलिक्यूल को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं तो वो क्या कहलाएगा, आपका नियो। मीन्स यू हैव स्टडीड एन इज फॉर नॉर्मल, टी इज फॉर आइसो। आइसो में हम क्या करते हैं, बीच के कार्बन पे एक बॉन्ड या एक ब्रांच एक्सटेंड कर देते हैं। क्लियर। नियो पे क्या करते हैं, सेकेंड नंबर कार्बन पे, आइसो में क्या करते हैं, सेकेंड कार्बन पे एक ब्रांच देते हैं, नियो पे हम क्या करते हैं, सेकेंड कार्बन पे 2 ब्रांचिंग दे देते हैं ऊपर और नीचे। क्लियर है। तो नॉर्मल, आइसो और नियो इज क्लियर। नाउ एल्किल ग्रुप, एल्केन से निकला हुआ लग रहा है। एल्केन का क्या है जनरल फॉर्मूला, CnH2n+2। अब इसका अगर हम इसमें से क्या करें, मीथेन CH4, एक हाइड्रोजन हटा दें तो क्या बन जाएगा, CH3, मिथाइल, इथेन, एक हाइड्रोजन हटा दें, इथाइल, ये यहाँ से बॉन्ड बन जाएगा। वैसे ही एल्केन, एक हाइड्रोजन की वैलेंसी यहाँ से हटा के उस वैलेंसी को हम किसी भी ग्रुप से या किसी भी कार्बन चेन से अगर सब्स्टिट्यूट करते हैं तो वो क्या कहलाता है, हमारा एल्किल ग्रुप। क्लियर है। मीन्स मिथाइल एल्काइल से मैच हो रहा है तो हम किसी में से भी एक हाइड्रोजन अगर कम कर देंगे तो वो क्या बन जाएगा, हमारा ग्रुप, एल्किल ग्रुप। और एल्किल ग्रुप को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं हम किससे, सिंबॉलिक रिप्रेजेंटेशन क्या है उसका, आर से हम एल्किल ग्रुप को रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं। ये कुछ भी हार्ड नहीं है, एवरीथिंग इज इजी इफ यू रिवाइज, इफ यू लर्न, if you practice, if you open your copy, draw the structure, you will find each and every concept is easy. So I'm again repeating, normal is a normal chain. In branching you have bond line branch, you have iso branch. Iso means second carbon पे एक branch लगा दें, neo means second carbon पे ऊपर और नीचे 2 branch लगा दें, and then you have alkyl. Alkyl means it is a representation of, or you can say symbolic representation of a straight chain of carbon. I hope you must have liked the video. You will understand each and every concept by watching these series of videos of organic concept, that is GOC. Please practice it in your copy revise all the concepts, keep on watching the video. Thank you and have a nice day.